Greetings, everyone. This is Elizabeth. How are you doing? Where's my stuff? It should be live. Why does it still say waiting for me? I've been on. Good afternoon. Good evening, Jim and Cordelia and the PJB Stampa. How are you guys? Hello. Why is this still not live? Well, that's gonna have a huge lag. How rude. Okay. You guys, how are you doing? We're gonna do another square card. Where, please hold. What did I do with the other one? I put it somewhere. That is not a square card. Oh, here you are. Oops. Okay, so. Pam says still afternoon for me, but not for me. So, last week we made this cutie patootie. Look it. So, we made these. And so, somebody named Deborah said, hey, let's do a spooky. I don't know why I just put that down there. But, of course, we didn't have time to do spooky. So, that's what we did. So, I need... so my card base is 5.5 by 5.5. Adam, there is no Zoom link. You asked last week. No Zooming. Sorry, Adam. Okay. So we did 5.5 by 5.5. Let's do... We're going to cut this down to 5.5 because then we get 2 panels out of that piece, right? But we're going to take it down to 5.25. 5.25 by 5.25, and that's how we get our panel. So it's going to be a little bit smaller, and that's okay. It'll be fine. Wait a minute, after, yeah, I know. Notifications after you're already watching. They're bad. And then we've got our piece that we can stamp our spooky image on. So we have this. And then we need our card base. I'm going to cut our card base because I don't have those on hand. And 5.5 twice is 11. So we only need to cut... We're going to leave the 11 side alone, and we're going to cut the short side down to 5.5. 5.5. Okay. And then... and then she said, score it. Score it down the middle. Adam, there is no Zoom meeting. No Zooms. No Zooms. Donna, hello. How are you doing, Miss Donna Long? So, and then we're going to do 5.5. Score, flip, fold. And anyways, if it was a Zoomie, you have to be a member of the Chat with Sassy's Facebook friends, or send me personal texts. Basically, you got to be a chat with sassy friend. And I don't know if you are, Mr. Adam. This is just YouTube, right? Okay, so we have this. We have this. We're doing spooky. Let's put a black border behind this. So we're gonna do a black trimming because I think that will be nice. Mary's Crafty Creations. Hello, hello. Again, we're gonna cut this neatly at 5.5. Okay, neatly, because then we save our other piece. And then we're gonna cut this at 5.5. And it gives us a little chunky chunk. And then we're gonna take off between 1/2 and 5.5 and 5.25. We're gonna cut in between. We're just gonna eyeball it, you guys. And then we're just gonna eyeball it. And then that should give us, yes, a nice little black border, which then we can put on this. Look it. Look it. Okay, I like it. I like it a lotus. Oh, da, 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 da. No, we're not joining. Okay. Thank you, Mary. I love them. You guys don't get to see it, but they go this beautiful green. You guys can't see it, but it's right there. It's green. It's gorgeous. Spraycraft. Spraycraft, like spray paint or airbrush, or do you just paint things for a spraycraft? Because there's some really cool airbrush and spray can artists. And the new, have you guys seen the videos where they do the murals and stuff with the spray cans, but the tips of the spray cans allow them to do like spectacular line work, and it doesn't spray like all over the place. I watched a guy do a mandala on a wall in a house, and there was like no overspray. He was going just spray the line, and it was a perfect line. Palestine, awesome. T, hello. We have a Palestine, Ohio. It had some, it hit the news. It's actually not that far. Or no, is it Palestine, Ohio, or no, it's Ohio. But I had to drive through Palestine, Ohio to get to the place I was going to, Brutus, Monroe, which is where I got this. They had a big old train derailment. Okay, so I was going through looking for my Frankie, and then I also found these. You guys, these are back in the day Creative Vision stamps. They're no longer available, but you know, you might have something similar. And look it, this is what we're going to use tonight. It's our little Frankenstein. He's freaking adorable. And I've used these guys so many times. They're so cute. It's like the cat and the candy corn, the guinea pig and the T-Rex, the vampire bat. We could even do this Frankenstein, but we're going to use this Frankenstein. The red rubber. Okay. Yes, I did get to meet Christopher. He was hanging out there. He checked out my stuffaluffagus. So, yes, He was. Very nice. There are, yes, some very talented spray painters out there. Okay, let's get this open because I have an idea and it might take some time. It might take some time. Because what I was thinking, and I do this to myself all the time, right? While I was downstairs eating my dinner, I was thinking, see, we worked with the more open one. We set that down and then we layered it up this way to spray it, right? But what I was thinking is taking this layer and tracing it, and then cutting it out so that we could create our own, like, layer. So I was thinking of that, and we might even cut 2. But we're going to ink them all normally, and then we're going to do a couple of extras and see about adding some stuff. I don't know. So that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and do it on this note card. Oh, that won't work because my... okay, that won't work the way I was thinking it would work. Because my paper is smaller than my stencil. Okay, so... that's okay. I think... No, it'll still work. We'll do the bottom. We'll cut a little bottom and cut a little top. And we'll do, like, curtains. It'll work. We'll get her done. But we're going to grab our stamp wheel. Our little stamp wheel, because we're too poor to have the new fancy schmancy 2.0 stamp wheel, which I really want. I do, because I'm needy. Oh, remember when we did this one, we inked the edges and then went in. And we want to do this spooky, so we're going to go with some spooky colors. We're going to go with some Crown Me, some Midnight Snack, and then we'll do a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and then we'll do a little bit of Shady, because we need it extra dark. Okay, we're going to start with Shady. Shady. Make Shaderson. We're going to use our black brush. Okay. Snuffleupagus. Peanut butter cookies. Okay, so we're going to add our Shady around the edges, and we're going to come in a little bit because we're going to have I don't even know how to explain it. We're going to have the stuff. Nice and dark. Really dark at the top. Look it. Shady is so beautiful, isn't it? Let me scooch that over so you guys can see. This is a nice juicy ink pad. If you're having trouble with your Simon Hurley inks, you may have to re-ink them. But they also are designed to build up. so that you can have the super duper lightest color and then build it up from there if you choose. So you can use one color for multiple stampings, like layered stamps, like you stamp it once and then do the second layer and stamp it twice kind of thing, if that makes sense. Okay, so we did our layer of shady. Then we're going to pull in the purple off of that because we want it deep, dark night sky, right? So there's that. Put that away. We're going to grab our purple brush. We're going to go into Crown Me. It's just our dark purple, which I need to ink up. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to have this really, really mucky, you guys can't hardly see, but you see the little bit of purple poking through. It looks really good in person, just to say, okay? And we're going to bring that down just, oops. Go right around all of that. And this is what I mean by a lot of work. This really needs re-inked. If you have to go in every couple of swirls, it just means you need re-inked. I use these colors a lot. So thinks I had a bad long coat. Aw. I'm glad to hear that you're getting over it, because you're here. You're here. And if you're getting over it, that means you can be here. Okay, so we got that. Oops, I don't know what that was. Okay, so we have our purple in there. And we're going to bring it up just a little bit higher, like mist. Hey, isn't that pretty already? Ooh, like so smooth. And you don't want smooth, even coats when you're doing creepy. No, we want it blotchy, some spots darker than other spots. And so big swirls are really going to help you get that way. If you do little bitty swirls, you're going to be filling it in, and we don't want it filled in. We want it nice and blotchy. And then we're going to get our dark blue. Trying to go live again. Okay. So we're going to use our most opened one, because that's what we did last time. Okay. And we're just going to line it on here however we think it's going to be alright. I think I'm going to put it like that today. Oops. I'm going to put that there, and then we're going to go into Midnight Snack, which is our darkest blue. And then we're going to help hold this stencil down. I do like the stamp wheel, even your whatever mat you're using, right? But you still got to hold it sometimes. And then I can see the darkness rolling right there, but I can give it a little check. Look at, isn't that pretty? And then we're just going to add that nice, beautiful Midnight Snack in here. And I'm really building it up because I'm going over black and I'm going over purple. So I really need this built up. But I'm not going to shoot too far into here. I'm going to stay fairly close to the edge. And I'm just going to watch it build up right along the edge there. Okay, and then we're gonna come over this way, get my ink on this side. Okay, and then we're gonna, oops. We're going to be gentle on our leafery, but we're still going to add a lot of color in there. That little leaf just doesn't want to stay down, and that's all right. And you can use like pixie spray or whatever you need to use to get the pieces to stay put. It has purple. Yep. Add a little bit of purple to your night sky. It'll chill it out. Make it more wintry fall. If it's a warm summer night, don't add the purple. Don't add the purple to a warm summer night. Can add maybe a red or an orange. Okay, now we're going to do something. We're going to scooch this over a little. Okay, just to get these lines in there because we can do whatever we want. And that's what I want. I want to add just those. And then maybe come up this way just a little. A second branch, because we can do whatever we want. Look at how gorgeous that is. Hey, Deborah, it's cold. You need purple. Because look at how spooky that is. How spooky. And that was our midnight snack. And then we're going to go in. I was originally going to go in with no diving, but we're going to not use that one. We're going to go into Remember Me. Because this one is, Remember Me is not as bright. I don't want it bright. So we're going to go this way. Raylan made me my baddie ring last year. I don't know if that was, I don't know what that was, but hopefully I got it. I don't know if it was flying or dangling. Okay, Mary Alice, hello, and Sherry D. We've named my Jeep the Sleep Jeep. Is it because he takes naps all the time, or is it because, so it's going to be a 5.5 by 5.5, all said and done, just so we didn't have to cut our paper, because I'm using 8.5 by 11 papers. But yeah, it's just a little wire and a little sandstone bead with little green sparkles. You can't see the green sparkles, but there's green sparkles in there. It's fabulous. Okay, next one is is this one? Yep. So basically the easy way to tell is this bottom grass area. This one had the teeniest. Second, we're going to pop that in there like so. And it doesn't even matter how they go on. That's what's really another great thing about this, is they can go on any way you want. Okay. And then we're going to go into the Remember Me. Remember Me. Ooh, a giant praying mantis. You don't like praying mantises? I know they're kind of scary. They know kung fu. In fact, I was hiding in my blanket screaming, "Oh, you poor thing." I understand, though. I understand. Look at us. Look at us putting in this beautiful blue color on top of everything. Mommy Guide! Hello, hello. Oh, you guys, if you guys are part of the Kendra's Card Challenge Facebook page, there's going to be some poll taking. Not dance poll. We're not judging dance poll moves, but there's some polls being taken for us who are going live in September. What sketch you would like us to use. So you'll want to hop over to Kendra's and vote on, I think there's 5 or 5 hoppers. Okay, and we're going to be doing a live hop. Okay, and you'll want to do some voting. Get out there and vote. And then my poll will go up either tomorrow or the next day. We're trying to space them out a little bit. But when I put up my poll, I'll tell you guys in the Facebook. I'll say, go vote on my poll. Because we want to interact with you guys and get your opinions. I'm going to swirl it out just a little bit, and apparently I spat. Scheduled it for Saturday. 5 hoppers. Yes, please. Ooh, look at that. I love it. Okay, and then we're going with this one. Okay, and I'm going to put this one, I'm just going to have that like that. We're going to go off the edge on both sides a little bit. Okay. Okay, now for this one, this one. If I go back in with the blue, it'll be fine, but I want it a little bit shady. So we're going to add some shady. And not a ton of shady. I'm going to tap off, and I'm going to put a little round of shady in, and then we're going to do, I'm just going to pick up what's here, right? Because I don't want it too shady. But I want my blue to be a different kind of blue. And the best way to do that is to put it over another color. Oh yes, look at that. We're going to darken up that center bit. Just like so, because we don't want it white by any means. Okay, so we've added shady, and I'll show you. I'm going to hold this really tight, and I'll peel this back. So you can see we added the shady. But now we're going to add the blue, and it will be a different shade of blue than the original. Okay, because we've darkened it up. And see, now it's like this creepy gray blue, and we like it. We like it so much. Oh yeah. It's fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. Okay. I just need to check that. I don't know if I got enough color down there. I probably did. So if you're limited on colors, make sure you have a very light gray or go very light-handed with your gray, and then you can make more colors. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? But see how we have this bright blue and then this dirt, and it's the same blue. It's the same blue. We just added a bit of gray underneath. Oh, isn't that just fabulous? I love it when things work so nicely, so nicely. Okay. Forest friends. Oh, this stencil is Fairy Portal. Fairy Portal. Forest Friends was the critters. Yeah, Fairy Portal layering stencil. Pecan! Pecan! Yes, Inquiring Minds, aka T, is doing a research. Do you say pecan or pecan? Or pecan? There's three, right? Pecan, 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 pecan. I don't know. We just make stuff up because we can. Okay, we're going to take this off of here. Oh, look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Okay, I had talked about cutting another piece and doing a thing. I don't want to do that because then we'll lose this. So when we do Frankenstein, just like we did with the animals, we're going to cut a little bit of that. But what I do want to do is put a little bit of mist. I want to see if we can add a mist to this. Like a little bit of fog. So we're going to try that. Look at those fingers. We'll see if we can add a little bit of fog. And the best way to add some fog is to add some clouds, right? So let's make sure this is dry. Okay. We're going to put this back here because we're going to put Frankie in there, and then we're going to get our self-made stencil cloud. Our self-made stencil cloud. Our self-made cloud stencil. Okay, here's our little cloud stencil. And we're going to get the Whitey McWhiterson. Come here. And we're going to get our white ink blending brush. And I don't know about your white, but my white turns my brushes ridiculous. So when I'm working with my white, I do this. There's no rubbing because it tears up my thing. And then we're just going to put some cloud. I don't think it's working. maybe we need to add some gray. Ooh, that worked. It made a little cloud in there. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to add white and then our gray. Oh, that worked too. Okay. I like that. I like that. We got a little bit of cloudiness in there. I like it. So we just had to add a little bit of white and then gray. And I didn't have to add the gray the second time because we had the gray that we rubbed off of this. I think that's why that took so nicely. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lotus. And then while we have this here, I have these really great bats. Look at those bats. Again, this is from Creative Visions. We're going to stamp our little bats in there. And then we're going to adjust to see where Frankie's going to go. Because I kind of want... So we're going to tuck his feet in. Maybe behind... that. Or maybe we'll put the we'll put the bats up here because we're going to stamp them in black anyways, right? So that's where we're going to do. We're going to stamp those little bats. But I don't want to muck it up. So we're using the platform to actually do our stamping. These are Creative Vision. They're no longer in service. But you guys, look in your stash. If you don't have stamps of bats, you could definitely do, you know, we have the Tim Holtz die bats. Those would be really cute too. Use what you got, my friends. We're going to give a press. These are not photopolymer. They're a nice acrylic, but they're not photopolymer. Look at it. Look at our little bats. Aren't they cute? I know. Somebody out there is going, ew, no. I can't remember who told me. They just left the message. Because I was freaking out about the spiders. And she's like, and you're like, look at these bats. And I'm like, ew. And I'm like, oh, she doesn't like the bats. Sometimes I feel a bit English and use can. Other times I embrace my southern drawl and say can. P and not puh. Yes. I don't like pecans. Pecans are nasty. And pecan pie. Ugh. Like, no, thank you. You know. No. This is wrong. My mom liked pecan pie, whatever. Is nasty. Nasty. Caca. Okay, we need Frankie. And then I think we should be able to send him through the scan and cut. So I'm going to, you guys, I'm going to stick him, I don't even know. We're going to stick him here. We're going to stick him here. And we're going to, I'm going to take that. We're going to stamp him so that we can alcohol marker him. Oh, apparently somebody didn't clean him very well. He had some blue ink on him. That's okay. Ooh, sorry. Did that hurt? Did that hurt when I knocked you in the head? Ugh. Frankie. Okay, Frankie, let's see if we can... I think we're going to color Frankie, then send him through, just to make sure it doesn't try to cut any of the white. And Frankie, Frankie's a little moldy. So we're gonna do some greens, because Frankie's had some bad experience here. He's a little on the moldy side. I don't know if that's his neck, but it's gonna be his neck today. I'm just going to add a couple of spots of brightness just because I pulled it out. Pistachios are gross too. Don't do it. I just know. Well, that one's darker than that one. What the heck? I need a lighter one. There we go. It's not much lighter. Cover those fingers, which, I don't know, they're kind of drawn weird. I don't know what's going up with those fingers. I don't think I've ever used this one before, so there you have it. Something from out of my stock that I've never used before. Yes, my daughter loves pistachios. She eats them all. Ugh. Okay, what am I doing? 4, 5, 6, and 8. We're putting them back, you guys. We're putting them back. And then we're gonna do his suit. His suit is dirty, you guys. We need a dirty suit because he's rolling around in, ooh, that's too dark. He's rolling around in the mud. I don't know if that's true, but that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna add some browns. And then we're gonna just add some splotches because I don't want to follow all these lines. Right, a little dirt on the collar. And then we're gonna kind of blurb them out with this light gray. Then we need to get a different gray. Especially for his pantalones. I don't like nuts. We'll do his jacket. Like a grayish jacket. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. It's kind of rusty. Kind of grungy. Just add some color. And then we're gonna get like his pants a darker color because, oops, not that way. Dawn, not the coffee maker. I'm so sorry. That sucks.